Most people lose control of their day within the first 5 minutes of waking up. The alarm rings. Their hand reaches for the phone. Before their feet even touch the floor, they have already entered someone else's world. Messages, headlines, opinions, problems, expectations. And just like that, their mind no longer belongs to them. The day has started before they have made a single conscious decision. The Stoics understood this danger nearly 2,000 years ago. They knew that if you fail to govern your mind in the morning, the world will gladly govern it for you. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire. Every day he faced war, betrayal, illness, political pressure, and the weight of millions of lives. Yet before he confronted the world, he confronted himself. He reminded himself what mattered, what was in his control, what kind of man he intended to be. And that is what this video is about. Not a perfect morning routine, not productivity tricks, not waking up at 4 a.m. just to prove something. This is about building a mind that remains steady when life becomes difficult, a mind that does not collapse under pressure, a character that does not change with circumstances. These 7 Stoic morning habits can change the way you think, react, and move through the world. But the first one may be the most uncomfortable because it forces you to face the one truth most people spend their entire lives avoiding. Habit 1. Remember that your time is limited. One morning you will wake up for the final time. You will not know it is the final morning. The sunlight may look ordinary. The room may feel familiar. Your plans may still be waiting, but time will have reached its conclusion. This is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to awaken you. The Stoics often reflected on death, not because they were obsessed with dying, but because they wanted to live fully. They understood that people waste years as if life were unlimited. They postpone difficult conversations. They stay in places that slowly destroy them. They carry resentment long after the moment has passed. They keep waiting for the perfect time to begin, but the perfect time rarely arrives. There is only this morning, this breath, this moment. Before you reach for your phone, sit quietly for 1 minute. Look at the light entering the room. Listen to the silence. Feel your breath. Then remind yourself, I have been given another day, not promised. Given. You are alive. You can still choose. You can still change. You can still forgive. You can still walk away. You can still begin again. This reflection is not about making you anxious. It is about separating what matters from what does not. When you remember that life is temporary, small arguments lose their importance. Other people's opinions become quieter. The need to impress everyone begins to fade. You stop living as though you have endless time to become the person you know you should be. Ask yourself, if today were one of the final chapters of my life, would I be proud of how I lived it? Would I spend it complaining? Would I waste it trying to win the approval of people who barely think about me? Would I remain silent when I needed to speak? Would I continue avoiding the life I secretly want? Mortality is not the enemy. Unconscious living is. You do not need to fear that life is short. You need to fear reaching the end and realizing how much of it you never truly lived. So begin your morning with urgency, not panic. Urgency. The calm understanding that this day matters because it will never exist again. Habit 2. Clear the noise before it controls you. Your mind carries unfinished conversations, old disappointments, future fears, unspoken anger, tasks you keep avoiding, questions you do not know how to answer. And when morning comes, all of it is still there. Many people immediately try to escape that noise. They scroll, they consume, they distract themselves. But distraction does not remove mental weight. It only hides it. The Stoics practiced self-examination because they knew that an unexamined mind becomes chaotic. Marcus Aurelius did not write his private reflections to impress anyone. He wrote to correct himself, to remind himself, to return to what mattered. His journal was not a performance. It was a mirror. Your morning journal should be the same. You do not need beautiful handwriting. You do not need complicated prompts. You do not need to write 5 pages. You need honesty. Begin with 3 questions. What is weighing on my mind? What am I grateful for? Who do I need to be today? The first question releases pressure. Write what you are actually thinking, not what sounds wise, not what you think you should feel. Write the fear, the frustration, the confusion, the resentment. Put it somewhere outside your mind. Once a thought is visible, it becomes easier to examine. You may discover that the problem itself is not destroying your peace. Your interpretation of it is. The second question changes your focus. What are you grateful for? Not in a vague or performative way. Be specific. The person who stayed when others left. The body that still carries you. The quiet room. The clean water. The chance to repair yesterday's mistake. Gratitude does not deny pain. It prevents pain from becoming the only thing you can see. Then ask the third question. Who do I need to be today? Calm, courageous, patient, disciplined, honest. Your journal is not simply a place to record your life. It is a place to direct it. Most people wait until the day is over to understand how they behaved. The Stoic prepares before the test begins. A few honest lines in the morning can prevent hours of unconscious reaction later. Your mind does not need more information. It needs clarity. Habit 3. Choose your character before you choose your goals. Most morning routines begin with tasks. What must I finish? What must I achieve? What must I prove? The Stoics began somewhere deeper. They asked, what kind of person will I be while doing it? Goals focus on outcomes. Intentions focus on character. There is nothing wrong with ambition. There is nothing wrong with wanting success. But goals are often attached to things you cannot fully control. You can prepare for the meeting. You cannot control how others respond. You can work hard on the project. You cannot guarantee that it succeeds. You can love someone sincerely. You cannot force them to stay. But your character remains yours. You control whether you enter the meeting with courage. You control whether you approach the project with discipline. You control whether you behave with dignity when someone leaves. This is one of the most powerful Stoic shifts. Success is not only what happens around you. Success is how you behave within what happens. Before the day begins, choose one intention, not 10. 1. Today, I will not allow irritation to control my voice. Today, I will listen before I react. Today, I will do the difficult task first. Today, I will not betray my values to gain approval. Today, I will remain calm when the situation becomes uncomfortable. This intention becomes your anchor, because the world will test it. If you choose patience, someone will delay you. If you choose courage, fear will appear. If you choose discipline, temptation will arrive. If you choose kindness, someone difficult may cross your path. Do not see these moments as interruptions. They are the training. You do not develop character by thinking about virtue. You develop it by being tested. At the end of the day, you may not control whether everything went well, but you can know whether you acted well. And that is a form of success no circumstance can take from you. Habit 4. Do one difficult thing on purpose. Comfort is a good servant, but it is a dangerous master. Modern life trains us to avoid discomfort at every opportunity. We want instant entertainment, instant food, instant answers, instant relief. But a life built around avoiding discomfort eventually produces a fragile mind. The moment something becomes difficult, we panic, we complain, we quit. The Stoics practiced voluntary discomfort because they wanted to prove something to themselves. They wanted to know that their peace did not depend on perfect conditions. Seneca, despite his wealth, sometimes lived with simple food and rough clothing. He was not trying to punish himself. He was asking, "Is this what I was afraid of?" This is the purpose of voluntary discomfort, to meet fear before fear meets you. Every morning, do one small thing that reminds your body that your mind is in command. Take the colder shower. Finish the final repetition. Walk when you could drive. Delay the unnecessary pleasure. Sit in silence without checking your phone. Do the task you have been avoiding. The action itself does not have to be dramatic. Its meaning is what matters. You are teaching yourself. I do not need to obey every impulse. I can experience discomfort without becoming its victim. I can continue even when something feels unpleasant. This habit creates a quiet form of confidence, not the confidence that comes from applause. The confidence that comes from evidence. You have proof that you can endure. Proof that you can act despite resistance. Proof that your emotions are not your commands. Then, when life creates discomfort you did not choose, you are less likely to collapse. The difficult conversation, the rejection, the delay, the disappointment, the unexpected loss. You have trained yourself to remain present. Voluntary discomfort is not about becoming cold or cruel toward yourself. It is about becoming free. Because the person who needs everything to feel comfortable can be controlled by anything that causes discomfort. Habit 5. Protect the first minutes of your mind. Imagine inviting hundreds of strangers into your bedroom every morning. You allow them to speak. You allow them to tell you what to fear, what to desire, who to hate, what to worry about. This sounds absurd, yet that is exactly what happens when the first thing you do is open your phone. Your attention is one of your most valuable possessions, and every morning countless people and companies compete to take it from you. The Stoic protects the gate. Before you consume the world, observe yourself. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. You do not need a perfect meditation technique. You do not need to force your mind to become empty. Simply breathe and notice. Notice the thoughts that appear. Notice the emotion beneath them. Notice how quickly your mind tries to move toward yesterday or tomorrow. A memory appears. A fear appears. A plan appears. Do not fight it. Do not follow it. Observe it. There is a powerful difference between having a thought and becoming the thought. You may have the thought, "I will fail," but that does not mean failure is certain. You may feel anxiety, but anxiety is not a prophecy. You may remember pain. But the past is not happening now. The moment you become the observer, you create distance. And in that distance, freedom begins. The Stoics taught that events do not disturb us by themselves. Our judgments about them disturb us. Morning stillness gives you the opportunity to notice those judgments before they take control. Ask yourself, is this true? Is this within my control? What response would serve me best? 5 minutes of awareness can change the emotional direction of an entire day. Because a mind that begins in reaction will keep reacting. A mind that begins in observation can choose. Before the world tells you what to think, spend a few moments discovering what is already ruling you. Habit 6. Carry one piece of wisdom into the day. Reading wisdom is easy. Living it is difficult. You can underline a powerful sentence, save a quote, share a video, agree with every word, and still behave exactly as you did before. The Stoics did not see philosophy as decoration. It was training for real life. Every morning, read one short passage, one. Not 20 pages. Not a collection of quotes you will immediately forget. Choose one idea and carry it into the day. If the passage is about patience, then patience becomes your practice. If it is about courage, fear becomes your opportunity. If it is about self-control, temptation becomes your teacher. If it is about forgiveness, resentment becomes the test. Imagine reading this principle in the morning. You control your response, not the event. Then, later that day, someone speaks to you with disrespect. Now the philosophy is no longer theory. It has entered the arena. Can you remember the principle when your emotions are rising? Can you pause? Can you choose your words? Can you refuse to become like the person who provoked you? That is where wisdom becomes real. A sentence that changes nothing in your behavior is only information. A sentence that changes how you respond becomes character. You do not need to memorize an entire philosophy. You need one truth at the right moment. Write it down. Place it where you can see it. Repeat it when the day becomes difficult. The purpose of wisdom is not to make you sound intelligent. It is to make you harder to disturb. Habit 7. Welcome the day you did not plan. You can create the perfect schedule. You can prepare carefully. You can make the right decisions. And life can still change everything in a moment. A message arrives. A plan collapses. Someone disappoints you. An opportunity disappears. Your body becomes tired. The day refuses to follow your expectations. This is where Stoicism becomes more than a morning routine. This is where it becomes a way of life. Amor fati means to love your fate. Not because everything that happens feels good. Not because pain is pleasant. Not because loss should be celebrated. It means refusing to waste your life fighting reality after reality has already arrived. The event has happened. Now you have a choice. You can spend your energy asking, why me? Why today? Why did this have to happen? Or you can ask, what does this moment require from me? What can I learn? What part of my character is being tested? How can I use this? This shift does not remove pain. It gives pain direction. Think about the hardest period you have survived. At the time, it may have felt meaningless. You may have believed it would destroy you, but perhaps it revealed your strength. Perhaps it showed you who was truly loyal. Perhaps it forced you to leave a life that was no longer right. Perhaps it introduced you to a version of yourself you would never have discovered through comfort. The obstacle did not ask for your permission, but your response still belonged to you. Every morning, prepare for the possibility that the day will not go as planned. People may be rude. Traffic may delay you. Your work may be criticized. Your body may feel weak. Someone may misunderstand you. Do not imagine these things to create fear. Imagine them to create readiness. Say to yourself, whatever happens today will become material for my character. If the day is easy, I will practice gratitude. If the day is difficult, I will practice courage. If I succeed, I will remain humble. If I fail, I will learn. If I am praised, I will not become dependent on it. If I am criticized, I will examine what is useful and release the rest. This is freedom, not the freedom to control life, the freedom to remain yourself when life refuses to be controlled. The morning is where the battle begins. Your morning does not need to look impressive. It does not need to be photographed. It does not need to become another performance. It only needs to prepare you for reality. Remember that your time is limited. Clear the noise from your mind. Choose your character before your goals. Practice one small discomfort. Protect your attention. Carry one piece of wisdom and welcome the day you did not plan. These habits may appear simple, but practiced consistently, they begin to change something deeper. You react less. You observe more. You complain less. You act more. You stop needing every circumstance to agree with you. You become calmer in rooms that once overwhelmed you. You become more disciplined when no one is watching. You become less dependent on approval. You stop asking life to become easier. You begin asking yourself to become stronger. 1 year from now, the world may not look completely different, but you might. The same problems may still exist. The same difficult people may still appear. The same uncertainty may still surround you, but they will no longer meet the same person. They will meet someone who has trained, someone who has reflected, someone who understands that peace is not found in perfect circumstances. It is created through a disciplined mind. Tomorrow morning, the alarm will ring. For a moment, the world will be silent. No one will be asking anything from you yet. That moment belongs to you. Do not surrender it too quickly. Do not allow the noise of the world to become your first thought. Breathe. Remember that you are alive. Remember that your mind is still yours. And ask yourself one final question. Who will I choose to become today? Because your future is not built only through major decisions. It is built through ordinary mornings, through small choices, through moments no one else sees. And perhaps the greatest transformation of your life will not begin with a dramatic event. Perhaps it will begin tomorrow, in the silence, before the world wakes up. If one of these 7 habits spoke to you, write it in the comments. Not the habit you find most interesting, the one you know you need most. And when tomorrow morning arrives, do not try to change your entire life at once. Choose one practice. Begin there. Master your morning. Strengthen your mind. And let every sunrise remind you that while you may not control what the day brings, you will always control who you become within it.